guys, it's Christy. I'm here with a card making video for you today. Today I really wanted to use this image. This is from the new line called Moonbeam Meadow at Crafter's Companion. It was just released on October 3rd, and it has 6 regular everyday images and 6 Christmas images, and the whole line is just so adorable. It's my favorite line to ever come out of Crafter's Companion. So I really recommend that you go and check that out. But today is October 4th and it is World Card Making Day, so I wanted to definitely make a card. And it is also my dear cousin Ashley's birthday today, so I wanted to do a birthday card in her honor. I've already made her a birthday card and sent that off to her so it would get there in time, but I just wanted to do a birthday theme, you know, to celebrate for Ashley. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the coloring portion of this video, and I'm going to zoom in so you can watch. I'm going to start off with the bear, and I'm going to start by coloring him with a little bit of TN1. This is a tan color. And I'm just going to give him a light all over wash here. Get his little paws. And I'm going to go in with some TN2. Just darken up those edges. Kind of pushing the color towards the center so it'll be easier to blend. Alright. And just blend that out a little bit. Alright, and then I'm going to take that one step darker with some TN3, and I'll just use that really sparingly right where I want my very deepest shadows to be here. Right, and then I'm going to go back with the TN2, bring that color up. And then go back to the TN1 to smooth that last bit of light color out. Also going to cover his little muzzle there with the TN1. And we'll shade with the TN2. And go back with the TN1 for that. Moving on to our flowers, I want to do some kind of corals, reds, and maybe some blues. So I'm going to go in with some CR4 to begin. And I'll just pick a couple of these flowers to do in that color. Alright, and we'll skip up to a CR7. Kind of just darken that up around the center and towards the bottom. And blend that back out. The times to really take your time and, you know, use 3 colors for blending and work your colors in are the main images, like the bear. With these little flowers and things, you can really get away with just using 2 colors. It really isn't as essential to get the best blend because they're so small that the colors are going to blend on their own, and you're going to get a really nice look even with just using 2 colors. Using a little DR3 here. Let's see. Do this one too. Skipping up to a DR6. Just add some of that darker color. There we go. I'm going to throw in some yellow. So I'll begin with some CT2. Skip up to a CT4. Just kind of Add those colors in there. Blend that out just a little bit. And let's see, maybe we'll do an IB 1 and 2 for our remaining flowers. Just add that darker with the IB 2 and blend that back out. Alright, moving on to the leaves, we're going to do some CG3. A lot of these are so small, it really doesn't take much. And then we'll go ahead and with the grass. Sometimes I find it easier with the flicking to flick towards me, so you can go ahead and turn your image if that helps you. And then I'm just going to give some all over color down here. Alright, we'll go up to a CG4 and just kind of darken some of those. Add in some of that into the grass line. And then we can switch back to our CG3 and kind of just touch at the ends. You really don't need to blend too much there. Maybe a little bit more on the grass line just to get a little more even coverage down there. And that's good. Alright, I'm going to go back to the EB1 because I really don't want too dark of an envelope. I want to keep it looking white. So I'm just going to add some color right along the outside edges here. Especially there where the artist has already drawn some lines for us to show us that there's, you know, a little fold or a little crease, and so it would be darker there. And then I'm just going to take my colorless blender and I'm going to use the chisel side for this. This is usually the only time I ever use the chisel, is when I want to really blend in an area well. We're just going to soften that up and make it look just a little aged around the edges. Okay. The last thing to do is color the flowers, which I could have done at the beginning. And we have the sky. I guess I'll just go back over those again. That was the CR4 with the CR7. Not going to even blend that in. I'll do the DR3. And I'm not going to even add the 6 to that because that was so tiny. We'll do CT4 and CT2, and then our IB1 and 2. So all that's left is the sky, and for that I'm going to take a BT1, and I'm going to use the brush tip that I've added in there, and I'm just going to add in some color there. It's just a really soft color, but it'll just make it look less stark white. Alright, on to the assembly of the card. The papers I'm using today are from the Simple Stories Homespun paper pad. I've used it quite a bit. I'm absolutely in love with this paper pad. I absolutely love the color palette and everything. So I've got a piece here, a floral piece that I've cut down to 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to go ahead and round the corners of that piece with the 1/4 inch setting on my corner chomper. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and adhere that to my card base, which is a standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 A2 size card made out of Crafter's Companion craft cardstock. And I'm just going to get that situated how I want it. Like I said, sometimes lining things up upside down just helps me, for whatever reason, to get things nice and straight. Alright. Then I've gone ahead and cut out a few strips of pattern paper. This one is just trimmed down. This one I've cut with the Lawn Fawn scalloped, stitch scallop die. I've also cut out my focal piece with the Lawn Fawn circle stackables and the piece to mat that with the Lawn Fawn scallop circle stackables. So we're going to go ahead and adhere these two pieces together. Okay. And now we're going to adhere these two pieces together here. I'm just going to add some tape to the bottom of this piece here. And I'll use my grid mat to line that up. Alright. And then I can see how I want to trim that out. I want to get the scallops kind of centered. So we'll just add some tape runner to the back of that. Okay, when I have that lined up the way I want it, I can press that into place, and then I can just flip that over and trim off the excess. Okay, so that is how we're looking right now. I'm just going to take some Scotch foam tape and I'll cut off some here, and we'll get this added to the back of our piece here. Go ahead and peel these off. And then we can adhere that to our card front. The last thing I'm going to do is just take a bit of a Wink of Stella glitter brush pen. This is the clear. And I'm going to add that to the centers of these little flowers, just to give it a tiny bit of glimmer. We'll do it here on the flowers on the envelope as well. And we're finished. I hope you guys enjoyed making this card with me. And happy World Card Making Day and happy birthday to my cousin Ashley. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.